Hello everyone, welcome to class time. Dear friends, in this video we shall see the factors affecting weather and climate. We are continuing the and before we start the class, let us try to see the answers of the last class questions. Okay, so in the last class our first question was what type of current in the sea or in the ocean. Okay, since we are dealing with the ocean current, what type of current increases the temperature of our coastal area? Okay, more or less this was the question. Okay, so following of what type of current, ocean current along the sea coast increases the air temperature, and it is warm current. Okay dear friends, there are two types of current flowing. One is cold current and another one is warm current. So warm current only increases the temperature of the climate. Okay, I mean air temperature increases the air temperature in the coastal area. Next one was like draw the image of a hill and try to show us show the windward and leeward. So it was asked leeward. So leeward will be, for that lesson you have to draw the image this way and give the wind coming from this side. Okay, wind. So this side will be leeward. So this will be the image for this. Okay dear friends. And next one was like name the abstraction, okay, in the northern part of a country blocking the severe cold wind blowing from the northern part of continent Asia. Okay, and that is, what is the blockage we have in the northern part of a country? Himalaya. Okay dear friends, that will be Himalaya. Then next is name one of the wind which causes most of the rain in the northeastern part of our country, in the eastern part, northeastern part, and that is southwest monsoon. Okay, so these were the answers for the last class questions. Okay dear friends, keep practicing. These things will be really helpful for you all in the coming days for making answers. Okay dear friends. Now, without getting delayed, let us continue with the class, continuing with the other factors, okay, and try to see what it contains. Let's get started. So, the next factor we are going to see is characteristics of land. Dear friend, there are many types of land, and the type, okay, to categorize or make a division among the land, that what is needed, it is looking into the textural composition of the soil. Suppose in a particular area soil is only with the sand, I mean there is only sand, so we can't say, we will say it is a sandy land, sandy area. Some places suppose only completely it is what called mud, is there no soil and no sand at all, so its name will be different. Okay, that way textural composition will be the main criteria for dividing the lands type, okay, to get the lands type. And for that it is like sandy, whether land is sandy, whether it is rocky, only rocks are there, or it is alluvial soil. Okay dear friends, alluvial soil, the image for the alluvial soil already you can see it in the picture and the screen. Okay dear friends, so what happens here, there are some places we can see only sand and rocky ground. Some places only sand and rocky grounds we can see. And what happens in that sandy area or rocky ground area, it gets heated up faster. So suppose in an area only there is sand, like that of deserted area, okay, Rajasthan, okay, deserted, only sand is being covered. So what will happen there, during the day it will get heated up faster, and during the night it will get coolen down faster. Okay, the sandy area or as rocky areas gets heated up during the day faster and cools down also faster. That will be the climatic condition in that place. Okay dear friends. Then next will be the alluvial soil. Okay, alluvial soil, what happens there, it is weighty. Okay, some places will be weight. Okay, and there is not much changes in the temperature also, more or less during the night, day it more or less remains same. Okay dear friends. Next can be like soil which is covered mostly with the green vegetations. Okay, green vegetation, covered with the jungles, covered with not many trees, forest areas. Okay, so in that areas the land will be always wet. Okay, wet, because there is hardly sun ray reaches the ground because the tree covers it. Okay, so when it happens that way, the the temperature, okay, temperature also, it won't be so high there, it won't be so hot there, it will be cold. First of all, it is the land is covered with the greeneries, okay dear friend, and next the land is already wetting, okay, wet, so sunshine is not reaching, so temperature will be less there. Then again next is barren land, where there is no trees, of course no sand, no rock, but the land is empty, no trees are there, directly receiving sunshine, okay, it receives sunshine directly. In that places what happens, it gets heated up, so it experiences the dry and hot climate, no green vegetation, no trees, so no rain or less amount of rain, and besides that it will be very dry also, okay, dry and hot climate they will have. Okay dear friend, so this is the first criteria, first factor for today's class affecting the weather and climate. Now let us try to see the next factor. What is the next factor for affecting the weather and climate? So the next factor is slope of land. What does it mean? Slope of the land. Okay, slope of the land. What does it mean, dear friends? Slope, that means the slanting. Okay. Now see friends, just giving an example. Suppose here one part, okay, one piece of land is this way, okay, better to draw this side. This part is plain, this part is slanted, and sun is here. Which part, suppose sun ray goes, which part of the land, whether this part or this part of the land will be facing more sun ray directly? Obviously this slope part, yes or no? This slope part, okay, whereas here it won't be facing directly, it will be touching and it will be getting extended, this part will be touching more. So if a particular land is sloped towards the sun, if it is sloping, okay, sloping towards the sun, then it will be facing the sun ray most. And on the other hand, the other slope, other part of the land, that is other slope of it will be getting either no sunshine or very less amount of sunshine. Okay dear friends, so this is how the slope of a land affects, okay, weather and climate. Now with this we also can understand the orographic rainfall. Again we are getting it. Okay, what happens in orographic rainfall? Only because it is slow, suppose this side there is air coming, blowing, okay, to the moisture, it dashes here and it gives rainfall this side, the other side it does not give rainfall. This part will be saying towards the other side, okay, towards the end of this particular factor itself. Now let us continue with the slope itself, sun ray. So this is how a slope of a land affects. Okay dear friends. Now in our whole globe, which are the areas where we see the slopes that way? If we take the globe, dear friends, this is the globe, okay, and in between we have the equator line. So above the equator line, this is half. Now this is half. This way, it is half, and down this is half again. Okay. So this part is known as northern hemisphere. First of all, it is north and half circle hemisphere. This is known as southern hemisphere. Okay dear friend. Now in the equatorial region we know that sun ray is always direct. That means sun ray will be straight here. This side is down. So our country, India, falls here somewhere, and Himalaya is here. So the Himalaya is facing standing this way. This will be the north part of Himalaya, and this side will be the south part. Yes or no? So south part of Himalaya will be getting more sunshine. South part, first of all, Himalaya is in the northern hemisphere of the globe, and of that northern hemisphere, Himalaya's south part, which is facing the equator, equator. Okay, that will be getting more sunshine. Okay, dear friends. In the same way, suppose another mountain is here, and it's the part which is facing the equator will be north part. Himalayas, which is facing the equator, is south part. These hills, okay, these hills, the slope which is facing the equator will be north part. So north part will be having more sunshine and south part will be having less sunshine. Just to remember in the northern hemisphere, south slope. In the northern hemisphere, south slope, and in the southern hemisphere, south hemisphere, it is north slope. Okay, north slope, because in between only equatorial line comes. So here south slope is getting more sunshine, or more sunshine. This here north slope is getting more sunshine, and this is how slope of a land affects, whereas the other side is getting either less sunshine or no sunshine at all. Okay, dear friends. So that is the factor of our land slope affecting, and example is given Himalayas and Alps west facing part. Already I have told Himalayas. Okay, Himalayas and Alps facing west part, down part. Okay, this side down part is getting more sunshine. Okay, dear friends, these are the example. And in the end of your paragraph itself, it is reminding us again for the rainfall. Just because of the slope, okay, just because of the slope, what we learned already, orographic, no? I was showing this. Suppose air goes or wind goes with the moisture, it dashes and it gives rain here. Okay, it causes rain here, whereas the other side there is no rain. Okay, this side no rain. So that is what it is trying to tell us. The slope of a land also the slope windward side will be having more rain, whereas the other side will be having less temperature and less rainfall. Okay, there because of the slope there will be difference in the temperature and difference in the rainfall also. So that is all about slope of a land. Okay, dear friends. Next is vegetation, as I said, and vegetation means a land curve where vegetation means the greeneries first of all. Okay, now wherever a area, okay, wherever a area is covered only with the green vegetations, okay, trees, in these places what happens, the atmospheric temperature, okay, atmospheric temperature is less. Okay, and what happens, the air is wet there because the green vegetation is covered and the land also is wet, and because of that, since it is cool area, warm air going and blowing over this becomes cold and rainfall. So here there is more rainfall. Okay, just because of the green vegetation. Okay, dear friends, the green vegetation becomes the cause for this. And on the other hand, where there is no vegetation, land without vegetation, barren land. Okay, barren land, already we have learned. Here there will the weather will be dry and hot and less rainfall or no rainfall at all. Okay, and that is what we see, the book says, that is what we see in our whole world these days. The areas wherever the forest is being destroyed, mostly there is high increase in temperature, air temperature, and decreasing in rainfall. So these are the types of factors. Dear friends, we shall continue with the next video, where we shall see types of climate. Okay, now before we wind up the class, let me give you the questions for the day. It is filling the blank. Lands types are mainly depending on what the lands types are decided, okay, or told, okay, depending on what it is there in your book. Lands type is mainly depending on dash. Okay, next is what type of climate is seen in barren land, barren soil. If the soil is barren, whatever climate do we see? Next is state example, or write two examples, okay, of land slope facing southward in northern part, okay, in the northern hemisphere, two slopes which is facing south part. Okay, dear friends. Next is, what is the main reason for increase in temperature and decrease of rainfall in some region? Okay, according to the book, what is the main cause? Okay, so these are the questions. Try to solve them. Obviously, in the next video, as I always do, I will be giving the answer for these two. Okay, that's all then, dear friends. See you people in the next class. Till then, take care.